I do exercises with my horses to maintain connection with my horses. And they're simple exercises that I do, like coming in, going out, you know, while I'm out playing with them, if they're in their turnout and I'm doing something in their turnout space, and I want to just kind of, I'll do some liberty stuff with my horses just to say, hey, you know, are we connected? I want my horses to know that the position of my shoulders tells them what to do. So forward momentum, slow down or stop, back up. So forward momentum, slow down or stop, back up. It's that subtle, and it's the same that you would use if you were in your saddle, right? You know, if you want impulsion, you're going to give your horse impulsion. If you want your horse to, you know, slow down or even maintain, you can go into, but this is, from this to this is a deliberate change of some sort. This relax, you're always going to keep a forward feel when you're asking your horse for any kind of forward motion. You should be keeping a forward feel, whether you're posting, you know, whatever, but you have kind of a go forward feel in your body. When I want my horses to like connect that I'm asking them to do something downward, then I stand up straight. Now, my legs, and then if I want them to back up, okay, I don't do that back, but okay, but my legs are what they now need to check in with. So once they see my shoulders, give them a turn, like a signal that something needs to change, then they check my legs. So if I'm standing with them and I go forward, but I don't move my legs, they know to lean forward. If I go forward and move 1 foot, they know to move 1 foot. If I go forward and run, they should run based on what my legs do. If I rock straight, if I stand up straight, they should recognize I'm asking them to do something downward with their gait, whether it's to slow down or to change into a downward transition. If I rock back, but I don't go backwards, that means that I want them to stop and give kind of a I'm standing here kind of feel, like not stop and then still feel like they might blast forward again. I want them to stop, okay? And then if my legs move, I want them to mirror my legs. So my shoulders tell them what to do. My shoulders tell them basically like what gear they're in, or the depression of the gas pedal, right? So the depression of the gas pedal to go forward is forward. I let off the gas a little bit. That means I want them to think about am I going to move my foot to the brake, right? If I'm going to move my foot to the brake, how much? You know, or am I going to throw it in reverse, okay? So I hope that makes sense. So the shoulders tell them to pay attention that something's going to happen with their gait. And then they're supposed to pay attention to what my legs are doing so they know how to mirror my legs. When you're in the saddle, it's your impulsion in your body, it's the energy in your body that tells them, yes, we need to keep going. Or if you're somebody that rides with a lot of leg. I don't ride with leg because I steer with my legs, so I don't actually do a lot of pressing with my legs. I only use my legs for steering. So, or if I want them to back up and they haven't responded to backing up, then I'll thump my legs forward to cause them to back up. But generally speaking, I don't have a big squeeze on my horses at all times. I don't ride my horse on my legs, so to speak. And I set cruise control, so I don't have to keep driving them forward. I can tell them how fast I want them to go, and then by releasing off their sides, I've set cruise control. It takes a little bit to teach them cruise control, but once they know, like, hey, I've pushed you, I've driven you, this is the speed I want. Now I'm going to relax. My forward in my body doesn't change because I want you to continue that, but I'm not going to keep demanding you go, because I want my horses to have a more immediate response to my legs. So if I dole my horses out to my legs by always driving them, then when I need them to speed up, either I have to have stronger legs all of a sudden, or I have to use other means of driving force, so a crop or spurs or something. I don't want to do any of that. Okay, and from any education I've ever had, spurs are for lateral movement. Spurs are not actually for go. So people who drive their horses with their spurs are actually not using their spurs the right way. from any education that I've had. I don't wear spurs, so I can only go by what I've been educated on, but I definitely have never been educated that spurs are supposed to be used for go. Are they used for go? Oh yeah, there's a lot of abuse with spurs, but that's not what they're actually for. They're for more they're actually to quiet the communication. They're for being able to whisper to your horse, not yell at your horse. Okay, so have a great day. No, you don't have to worry about that. So one of the things that I always tell people is your horse does not have to, I'm just going to keep him from going and looking for leftovers. Your horse does not have to be paying attention to you. If you're the leader, just like a lead horse out in the field, every horse that's under that leadership will pay attention to what the leader wants at all times. So even though they're grazing and seeming to be distracted, one ear or one eye is always focused on the lead horse. So I want my horses always focused on me no matter what their distraction is. If I suddenly decide to back up, he shouldn't take too long before he makes the decision to do that, no matter how distracted he is. So like he's distracted by wanting leftovers, but if I decide to back up, he should back up. It shouldn't be something where I'm like, hey, excuse me, talking to you, hey, listen to me, right? Now, does that get a sharper response? Sure, because now he thinks he's in trouble, because he was responding. But if I just back up in my body, he should back up in his body. Go ahead, ask him to spin around. Hey. Good. If I go, now my body's in a rush, my body's stopped. Now my body's gonna back up. You should just back up because my body did. Good job. He's like, why aren't we going outside? Just want to go outside, baby. Okay, so now I'm gonna try to demonstrate from this angle. You're gonna see me out there on that aisle again. I'll probably zoom in for you for the actual edit of the video, but we're gonna show you what it looks like beside him. Here.